Alright, so since I have the steering rack out, S12, this is smaller. S12 is definitely smaller, the longer that. So S13 is longer, but it also has, to remediate the problem with this, we either use a custom outer tie rod, or we found that mid-90s Escort actually also fits as well. There's this one company called A1 that sells like certain types that actually bolt up, and they're more adjustable. These are not. These are just your basic ones from there. So right now I have to pull that off and put that on. I have to do so for both sides. If you haven't noticed, these are same on both sides, so I have to do the same there, same here. And then when that's done, I put the tie rods ends on. Can't fully tighten them down because I don't know where to put them on that, because I'm going to try to get it as close as possible to where they should sit. And then I'm probably going to do it in the morning, is get up early so I can drop the whole front end from there, because basically you have to pull that, which I should be able to grab it without pulling the engine. I don't need to pull the engine at all. I shouldn't have to, because I never had to before, but that was with this. That's with the V6, not XE. So yeah. But basically this all together, all the tie rod arms, got them. We got all the brake upgrades. So with the brake upgrades, that right there, the coilovers, which I still have to adjust right. It's gonna look nice. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna look nice when I'm done. So I'm prepping one last part, and then I'm ready to start installing. So yeah, this is gonna get fun. I think that goes. Yeah. If I remember right. Cool. Well, those are adjustable, so that's going to be fun. Yep. And then I do have the S13 brackets. S13 this, S13 that, S13 brakes, brake pads, other stuff, and the coilovers. That's all I need. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy. Rack is right there. I have to get the ends so I can start prepping for the actual install of the power steering, because I want to have power steering on that. I think it's going to be nice. And then possibly soon I might actually try to see if I can get a little help trying to troubleshoot the AC and find that leak, because I'm pretty sure it's in the condenser. But and then once I do that, I need to get it tinted so I can actually drive it around during the summertime and feel nice. That'd be cool. With a little bit of lowerness, it's gonna look nice. I gotta go pull a little bit later. I'm probably gonna pull the R200 rear end out. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it open diff or I might just weld it. Might just keep it open diff because I don't see a reason to. Because if I'm gonna do any type of racing with this car, it's probably gonna be an LSD. I'm gonna probably throw a CAS in it or something. CAS 2.0 or two-way. That's if I do it that way. If not, keeping it open diff, I'd rather just keep this thing looking cool and nice and rocking it around. Because technically this is my original daily anyways. I would love to get it repainted, because look at all that. It would look nice repainted. But one step at a time. I can't afford shit right now. Maybe if I get my new job. I have a couple applications out to become to get jobs that I've been wanting and what I've been asking for. So cybersecurity, that's where I was, and I'm trying to get back into it. So back to this. I can start installing. We'll probably do this in the morning because technically it's going to take a little bit for me to lift that up, pull every part out, and reinstall with the new stuff. And we use a lot of the bolt sets on that already. I might actually move the car up a little. But yeah, and I know I'm going to have to re-bleed the brakes. So I do have the whole setup for it. So it's going to be good. Be fun. Alright, here's my second update for the day. I did get those done. So yeah, prepping is almost done. We just got to finish these two tie-ins. I'm doing them now. Those are going to be quick and easy. So, cool. There she is. Pull the tires off. Doing the prep. See the old system. It's going to be a coilover when I'm done. It's not that bad. I've had those on since 2014. Pads though, they were kind of newish. But yeah, it's all about the same. The brakes though, they look exactly like the S13s, which I'm gonna double check that. They're both the same, and those bolt up the same way. And if they bolt up the same way, I'm not gonna have to worry about rebleeding the brakes because they're the same shit. If that's gonna be the same shit, I don't have to worry about it. And it looks like I might be able to keep my sway bar in this one. Maybe. I might have to pull the S13 one though, because I do have a sway bar for an S13. But I still need those end links. They were up there last time I looked. So, that's what it looks like on both sides. It's not that bad. It's been sitting here. I put Canucks on it a long time ago. This came from a different car that I had. I think I swapped this over when I rebuilt the motor. So, it's up on jack stands. It's blocked up. One little thing at a time. Spent all day with a really bad headache. I think because yesterday I was out here working on the other prepping this, and I didn't drink enough water. And yeah, stupid me. So I spent most of the day working on getting a different head fixed, you know, chilling, relaxing. And now my stomach hurts because I decided to eat something I haven't eaten in a while. The worst thing in the world. I'll never eat them again. It's called Greasy Hut, but they're not greasy. It's more like, fuck, that hurts. Kind of stomach pain. Transmission fluid's coming out of the speedometer cable. So I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that while I'm down there. But I'm gonna start working on this every day for this week. Hopefully I'm gonna go get dinner real quick. I'll probably try to start working on one side and pop off some of the stuff I might have to work on. Bolts for each side. As one thing I don't have is bolts that connect this up. Why the fuck did this fall over again? This is why the fluid keeps flying out. I don't have the bolts that hook up to the bottom of these. Basically, these go in here, but I don't have the bolt that actually holds them in there. The S12 doesn't do that. S12 does this. one line goes straight out and in. That's not a bolt. It's actually, this whole thing is a bolt. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, this front end's gonna feel so much better when I'm done. Oh, it's almost gonna be almost like driving this again. It'll remind me of the early days of this, when I had lighter springs in the back. Actually, I sold those cut springs, but that's fine. I don't need cut springs on this either. But yeah, I'll work on that. Cool. I just wanted to give a quick update today. I know I did something today, so cool. I'm gonna go get dinner and try to rest my stomach now. Oh boy. Alright. I know last time I did this, me and Waylon got it done like in 4 hours. Oh, and that was on this thing. But I had help because he was doing one side, I was doing the other side. We knocked that shit out quick. And now it's just me doing this, so I should be able to knock this out pretty quick because I'm taking a huge chunk of everything out, but I'm also replacing the steering rack. That's gonna be the fun part. So, yeah. Cool. Alright, a little bit of clearing up around at this moment. All the bushings are destroyed on these, even on the boot. I mean, when I first installed them and everything, they had bushings. They're all dead. I mean, that was like 12 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago. Got 2 bolts on each side for the rack. It's getting dark out, so that'll be a quest for tomorrow. Right now, I'm gonna do these last couple of little bolts, and I'm done for the night. And I'll knock those off. Actually, 4 bolts, one actual bolt on the steering rack. Believe it or not, it's only 1 bolt that holds that on. So I'm gonna finish that up tonight. When I'm done, this steering is gonna be super tight. What's really weird is it's almost like somebody did upgrade, or when I pulled the whole suspension from the front end and rear of the of an 84 that I had here, 84 turbo car. The calipers are an S13. Freaking, I think the rotors were the same. Same. I'm about to test that theory out shortly, but pretty much the same. So yeah, I'm kind of confused on why that's a thing. So I've been stopping on S13 brakes this whole time. So in that case, I might actually make this swap a lot cleaner. So I gotta pop these off. S13s have these, I meant S12s, because the whole shaft sits right there. It's annoying as fuck too, because I accidentally melded one of those things together once. Not fun. That's what happens when you're drifting and all the fun stuff starts happening. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's about time for the steering upgrade anyways. Plus potential of power steering as well. So it's gonna be fun times. Yay! Alright. Cool. Alright. Unlike the V6, when I've done it the last time, this thing requires the exhaust to get dropped. Well, partially. I have to unbolt it from here, and the rest of the downpipe. And the reason why for that is, you see down here, probably hard to see. So, can we focus? This, that big ass thing that connects to the steering is what's blocking me. And it's freaking exhaust. Once I remove that, it'll drop. I don't know why it has to be that much of a pain in the ass, but it is. So, I could fix my exhaust leak while I'm at it 10 too. But yeah, I have most of it done. I just found out this had solid bushings already. And this whole time I thought I had fucking stock OEM, non freaking that. So, I guess, but yeah, they were all solid bushings. Solid. It's insane. Except for this is kind of chewed up, so I'm still gonna replace that. But yeah, that's it for the night. I'm losing daylight. I figured, what a time. But I'm almost there. Little snag. I mean, yeah, a little snag, but we're good. We're almost there. I got most of the rack out already. The hard part was removing the hard part was actually removing the bolt that connects to the arm, because it was solid on there, like it's never been removed. All that grime and stuff. Like, look at all that grime. I mean, I've had this car since 2014. I bought it as a birthday present for myself. That's amazing. Because I wanted to build this up as a show car. That's what I'm doing. Slowly. So, a little quick update on this one. Part of my series, and I'm gonna on how I swapped in a new rack and the whole S13 swap. We're doing the rack first, then the rest of the swap. So this might actually end up being until I'm off Friday, so this might be, if I don't have it done by then, I'll definitely have it done Friday. But yeah, to be continued. Well, I guess a good thing I am doing the exhaust, because only one nut was holding it on. The other two somehow vibrated off. So yeah, that's fun. Found my exhaust leak. It was this whole time. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. One bolt. I don't know what happened to the other two bolts. But that's it. One bolt. I'm gonna have to go get some locking thingies so I can lock them in place next time. But yeah, there it is. That's my whole problem. Exhaust, one fucking stud. Now I know exactly why I was getting an exhaust leak. Perfect. Cool. Alright. And with everything that's hopefully what I wouldn't mind is like getting like a long tube header made for this, because if I remove that wrap, this thing lights up like a Christmas tree. It gets over 1,000 degrees. But with that wrap on, it only gets like 500, so. And that's why I put a wrap on it for now. Because I have no idea, and they don't make headers for this anymore. And there's no way I can get another exhaust manifold that it hasn't been cracked. This one's not cracked yet. Knock on wood. That's not really wood, but whatever. Doing it for all those people out there. Just knocking on something. Okay, cool. Here's my little vlog at the time. Now to remove the rest of the exhaust so I can remove that and install my new one. So yeah, come with me as I do it. Not right now, later. Bye. So just like that, drop the exhaust. It's down. Look at this though. Look at this. Yeah, the gasket. I think I have another one. I might have to wait on I might have to order another one of these and hope it gets here before Friday. Amazon overnight maybe? But yeah, my exhaust leak. Because that bolt was holding it in. Somehow it still was coming out of there. It was definitely coming out like over here. Somehow this is all fucked up. Fucking, it's crazy, man. Yeah, look at this though. Oh, cool. Yeah. So you can tell this is all fucked up, and I'm surprised that this hasn't fully locked up because it has like debris and stuff going all the way in. That's always been open. So yeah, I'm glad I did this, because if I would have put fluid in there, it probably just would have leaked right out. So yeah, there it is. There's my problem. Now we've got to figure out how. Well, for now I'm going to keep that like it is for that. I'm going to have to put something in it though, so no debris can get inside, but I have to get this on so I can get that off right. Once I do that, I can install the other side and try to measure this up as much as I can while this new one's installed. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that here momentarily. But while that's off, I should be able to hit the gun on those little things, on the lower control arms. Get those off now and install the new ones. So I'm going to do that first before I install this. So yeah, fun. We're almost done. Almost done, just to the point of reinstalling. Matter of fact, I'm going to go inside for a minute, see if I can find a gasket. Find me a new gasket that can be here like either overnight or in town I can pick up tomorrow. So, yay. Because I know I'm not going to have this up by tomorrow, but by tonight, so. Fun. But yeah, easy. Had it all ready. I just had to drop the exhaust. That was the only thing blocking me yesterday. Yay. Alright, with the steering out of the way, this does take a 22 socket, 22 wrench. You want to hold the wrench on this side where this sits in. And definitely want to try to use the buster over here. We'll call it the buster. There it is. This is the S12, and here's the S13. No, it looks more shallow, but it does fit. So, but same thing. Install in reverse, and you're good to go. Try to keep it with OEM as much as possible. And before I install, I need to find that. I had like a washer that went with that, so I had to go get the Loctite and everything. I think it had Loctite. Might not have. No, it had Loctite on it. I gotta clean that bolt up. It's very greasy and grimy. So there it is. we're doing the little lower control arms. Much easier when you have that out of the way, but not every day you're gonna do a whole steering revamp as well. Gotta clean that up too. And I found the gasket here in town. Yay! And it's only $10. So I'm going for that. Yeah, let me clear up the bolt first before I do that. So, I'm not sure. It fell in. I just think it fell in. So that's not good. No. I don't know, man. I'll just have to get another one. I have like so many freaking different ones that I have. So whatever this is, it'll probably just rot in there. Either rot or get blown out. Yeah. It fell in. I don't know. Here's what it is. Alrighty. So just a quick little update. Clean this up. I'm going to install this side first, and then I'll do the same side on the other. And once these are installed, I'll clean up this stuff again. And once I get done nice and cleaned up and out, I'll install the rack. And then I can finish doing the swap on the control arms. It'd be really cool. So, yeah. Currently, yeah, I'll give up on that. So yes, quick reminder one last time. It sits like this. Just like that. Easiest method, putting it on here and bursting it out of here. You can do it the other way. It's probably where a lot of people do. Just so you have a bigger chance of stripping this if you can't undo the bolt from the nut. So, just a heads up. Cool. Video log out. Okay, so the good reason why you want to do it like this is you don't want to end up with the Toyota problem, which is you have the bolt over here and it hits the steering. And so if you can't remove the bolt from there, you won't be able to get this back off. So, geniuses. Nissan did it right on this one. So, yeah, but anyways, I forgot. You do need a spacer for this, and it has to be installed. I think it needs like two washers on each side as you pull them in, because these are a little bit thicker. So, yep, that's the only problem I have. So I guess I'll have to get that tomorrow, or that'll actually slide around, because if you look, that's what it does. And if I'm driving around, I'm not going to be able to control that. We should only go up and down, and it shouldn't be as loose. So yes, a spacer is needed. Where'd that freaking thing go? I guess I'll put that in a minute. It's probably underneath my foot. But yes, alright. Just want to give a quick little PSA on that one. So I'll probably put this all away since I gotta get the gasket. I'm running out of daylight and I need spacers. And I gotta make sure I get the right kind because I don't have the bolts for them. So I have to bring this bolt with me. That's where I go to Lowe's and go get like a high grade kind of washers. So I'll get that, and then I pick up the gasket for this. So it's gonna be fun. Cool. All right, so that's to be continued.